Would you buy a flying car?
A Californian company that builds flying electric cars is now
Imagine soaring above the traffic during your commute. Well, this
This
week...
is an actual
prototype. Just another car review. This is a revolution. Right in front of us stands a sleek, almost unreal machine. But make no mistake, this isn't a concept. It isn't a prototype locked away in a secret lab. This is real. This is the Alef Model A, the world's first flying car that drives like a sedan and takes off like a fighter jet. Now, imagine you're stuck in traffic. Cars crawling, endless honking, people sweating behind the wheel. You check your watch, late for work, late for a flight, trapped in this metal jungle with no escape. But what if there was a way out? What if, instead of waiting, you could just rise above it all? One press of a button, and boom! The ground vanishes beneath you. The car lifts, the road shrinks, the city skyline spreads out before you. You're not just driving anymore, you're flying. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, welcome to the future. Alef Aeronautics has done the impossible. A decade of development, millions in investment, and today, history is being rewritten. This isn't some wild experiment. It's happening, right now. The model had just made its first public vertical takeoff, right in the middle of a road, and leaped over another car like it was nothing. Now let's talk about what makes this machine so insane. The driving experience, a car unlike any other. At first glance, the Model A doesn't look like your average car, because it's not. The entire body is an engineering masterpiece. The exoskeleton isn't just for looks. It doubles as a flight system. Every inch of this vehicle is built with one purpose: to conquer both the roads and the sky. On the ground, it glides, smooth, almost silent. The handling? Shockingly stable. You'd expect a car with flight capabilities to feel awkward or heavy. But no, this thing moves like a high-performance EV. But then comes the moment of magic. You're driving. There's a car in front of you, crawling at a snail's pace. Any other driver would sigh, change lanes, wait it out. But not you. You do something insane. You take off. The Model A lifts, hovering for a split second as if defying gravity itself. Then in a controlled, effortless motion, it rises above the traffic. It's not a jump. It's not a trick. It's flight. You soar over the car, leave the jam behind, and speed into the open sky. No roads. No limits. Just freedom. Performance, the numbers that matter. This isn't just about looking cool. The specs are mind-blowing. 220-mile driving range, as good as most premium EVs. 110-mile flight range, far enough to skip highways completely. 100% electric, zero emissions, a green revolution in the air. Vertical takeoff and landing VTOL, meaning no runway needed. FAA-approved airworthiness certification. Yes, this is 100% legal. And if you're thinking this sounds amazing, but is it just for billionaires? Think again. Over 3,300 people have already pre-ordered it, despite its $300,000 price tag. But here's the real kicker. Alef isn't stopping here. They've already announced their next model, the Model Z. Set to launch in 2035, this version will be far more affordable, opening the skies to everyone. Regulations, safety, and manufacturing. Is this really happening? Let's address the biggest question. Is this even allowed? Yes. The Model A is the first ever flying car to receive special airworthiness certification from the FAA. That means this isn't some experimental toy. It's cleared for real-world use. And if you're worried about reliability, Alef has partnered with aerospace industry giants, the same suppliers that work with Boeing and Airbus. This isn't a fantasy anymore. It's happening. It's here. And it's about to change everything. Final thought. Are you ready for future? For decades, we've watched flying cars in movies. Back to the Future, Blade Runner, The Fifth Element. But today, it's no longer fiction. This car exists. It drives. It flies. And soon it could be yours. The only question is, are you ready to fly?